Hi there, I'm Caleb, physio, clinic owner, and one of the founders of Preve. In this video, I'm going to take you on a quick highlights tour of how Preve works. And by the end, you'll see that Preve is not just an efficiency tool that will save you hours every single day, but it's also built around the patient experience, which allows you to deliver an even higher standard of care to your patients, but with no extra effort. So let's get started. Preve integrates with most major practice management or EMR systems. So once you've integrated, you'll see all of your upcoming patients and appointments for the day ahead. So let's start a session with my next patient, Sam. After getting consent to transcribe, I can hit the record button. So from here, Preve will now sit in the background and capture all of the clinical context from our appointment so I can stay focused on my patient. On the right-hand side, you'll notice some really helpful content which helps you have all of that key information at your fingertips regardless of how busy you are in your day. There's this about the patient section, which has really lovely things like their dog's name and their passions. You've got a clinical AI assistant that will remind you of all the important things to ask or action in this consult based on your previous appointments, and of course all of your previous clinical notes that you can review and reference as you need. So at the end of your session, you can generate a treatment plan for your patient. And in fact, this will magically appear for you and build in the background during the consult based on everything you've discussed. An overview of their condition, including the diagnosis and recovery times, any educational content that you may have discussed with them, all of the patient goals, the outcome measures that you've captured, the recommended appointment schedule, and all of your exercise prescription. Now with Preve, this is done in several ways. Not only will it capture the instructions that you've verbalized in the session when you're cueing or coaching your patient, but you've got multiple ways to add content, whether that's YouTube videos, exercises that you've filmed and uploaded as a clinic, an AI-generated image that you can generate in seconds, and my personal favorite, the ability to film your patient in the session in real time using the Preve app. Let's have a look how that works. Select the exercise that you would like to film, and then record them doing the exercise in real time. Their body, your voice, no confusion. You can see that instantly attaches to the patient's treatment plan in Web as well. Then finally, any safe cross-training activities that you've told them they can do, and those tasks or other instructions that you want them to complete in between appointments. And everything is really quick to edit, simply by changing the text, removing items, or adding some new ones. So let's now go and generate our clinical note. You can select the note output style from the drop-down menu here, and you have full control over whether you want to use one of our existing off-the-shelf templates or create your own custom template. And we have brief, medium, and detailed note options. So once you're happy with your notes and your treatment plan, let's finish the session. So the clinical notes are now automatically saved back to my practice management system, and the patient has been sent their treatment plan straight through to their phone. So let's have a look what the patient receives. It's clean, clear, and gives the patient everything they need to recover properly in between appointments and attend all of their recommended sessions. An overview of their condition, including the diagnosis, expected recovery times, and all that educational content that you've shared with them. It's got all of the exercises that they've done, including the videos, the written instructions, and the ability for them to flag pain or leave you feedback. As they mark each exercise as complete daily, that will also track their adherence data, so you know exactly how compliant they've been at home. They've got their approved activities, those other instructions and tasks. The goal is front and center to increase their motivation, and they can see all of their current outcome measures in terms of where they're at today and also what's coming up next. And finally, they can view their upcoming appointments, see the recommended schedule that you've booked for them, including the focus of each phase, and they can book an appointment in the click of a button straight from here. So let me quickly show you now how to create documents and insurance forms in Preve. You'll see these two little tabs here for documents and forms, and we've got a number of off-the-shelf templates that you can use for generating letters, or you can upload your own. So let's create a progress letter for this patient. So Preve will generate this not just based on today's transcript, but based on all of the relevant sessions you've had with this patient over time. And you can also link documents that are saved back in your practice management system to be used as context, such as imaging reports or referral letters. There's also the ability to add snippets and things like signatures. And you can send this directly from within Preve You can save a file back to your practice management system or copy the content to send from your PMS. If you wanted to send a physical copy, simply download it. And then finally, we have insurance forms. Let's do a New South Wales AHTR. So the content will be first put into this editable style format where you can make changes. You can download the form, which will then push it back into the native state-based PDF, ready to send off to the case manager in seconds. Now, if you're a practitioner that is quite dynamic, moving around the workspace, going from the room to the gym throughout the day, then you're going to love the Preve app. Because not only is it used for filming exercises, but you can also run your whole day from your phone. That includes transcribing sessions, generating clinical notes, reviewing and updating your treatment plan, and of course, filming those exercises. And you can jump between your phone and your computer and change which device you use to transcribe the session mid-consult. And finally, if you're a practitioner that sees multiple patients at the same time, then you can record concurrent sessions within Preve. So let's say you're running a session with Sam and you need to then go and check on another patient to make sure they're doing okay in the gym. You can simply go into that next patient. You'll see Sam's still recording here. Let's start a session with Mr. Peterson. And you'll see it's now paused Sam and is now recording in Mr. Peterson's session. Now, if I wanted to go back and check on Sam, I can simply toggle back into Sam. It's now paused Peterson and it's recording on Sam again. So this allows you to move between your patients seamlessly throughout the day without missing any important content. So as you can see, Preve is your clinical companion that as a practitioner will save you hours every single day, and for your patients will give them clarity, confidence, and ensure they get to the finish line of their care without dropping off early.